It's the calm before the storm. Literally.
Well, it's Tuesday, so the storm already passed.
Yeah, but we're supposed to get hit with a really big snowstorm, but by the time this episode airs, it will have already hit, so...
Hopefully we get that 18 inches you were talking about last week.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Ghosty Girls podcast. I'm Christina.
Oh my God, you're recording? Hi, I'm Alicia.
Yeah. Got a lot of good feedback on the John Wayne Gacy episode. A couple people were like, I learned some things that I didn't know, and I appreciate that. I'm glad that you guys were able to get some new information, because it's a very old case. I feel like everybody knows it, but there were things I didn't know.
I learned a lot of stuff.
As we discussed before, it's been highly requested that we do an alien episode, and that's what we're going to do today.
I am excited.
Yeah, Alicia loves alien stuff, so
I do.
I'm hoping that you will enjoy this episode.
If I don't, I'm leaving.
No, you're not, because we have to record another one after this, because we have to be prepared if we get a snow/ice storm.
Shit.
Yeah. This episode is going to be about the abduction of Travis Walton. You guys
Not Travis Walton.
Yeah, you guys have probably heard of this if you're a 90s kid and you saw the movie Fire in the Sky, which was traumatizing for me.
I loved it.
But I loved it too, but it's still it was disturbing. But spoiler alert, a lot of creative liberties were taken with that movie.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that in the episode. Like, what Travis really does remember is not as impressive as what is shown in the movie.
Well, it's a movie.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Take it for what it is with all movies.
Right. Yeah.
You know what movie terrified me?
What?
The Dark Crystal.
I've never seen that.
I think it's called The Dark Crystal.
The Dark Crystal?
The one with the puppets?
No.
Are you kidding?
I've never seen that.
Oh my gosh, it's one of Jack's favorites. It's called The Dark Crystal. There's like vulture things. They're all puppets. Tonight.
It looks awful.
It's terrible. But
yeah.
I feel like you would like it. And I'm not sure how you have never seen it, to be honest.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it, let alone seen it.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
I'm going to send it to you because I feel like you need to watch it.
Great. I can't wait to ignore that text message and never watch it. Alicia just showed me the trailer and it looks fucking insufferable.
It is insufferable. But it's by Jim Henson.
I don't give any kind of a shit. All right.
You can take that out. I'm sorry, but
yeah, we digressed pretty hard with that.
Listen, smoke some reefer and then watch that. And you will either love it or hate it. 50-50.
I can already tell you right now with 110% certainty that I'm going to hate it.
By hate, you mean love, because it's opposite day. Honestly, those characters just creep the shit out of me. Back to aliens. Sorry. I'm going to order a pizza.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You're ordering pizza?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds delish.
I digress. I figure it's the least I can do after making you watch that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So welcome.
I'll send you my therapy bill.
No thanks.
So back to the topic at hand. The reason that everyone's here. We're going to talk about...
I'm kidding. We're going to talk about... Go ahead. Sorry, I'll stop.
Travis Walton. And he was born on February 10th, 1953 in Arizona.
Ooh, 50s.
I was able to pull his date of birth and place of birth from his IMDb page because, yes, this man has an IMDb page.
As
where
he should.
He is credited as both a writer and an actor.
Oh.
Found that interesting. So I just, wanted to throw that in there.
Okay, not mad.
In 1975, Travis was 22 years old and working as a logger, which is essentially someone who harvests wood from cutting down trees in forests.
Dicks.
So think of like lumberjack type dudes. On November 5th, 1975, Travis was working with a crew of 6 other men, and they were working a job in the Apache Sitgraves National Forest outside of Snowflake, Arizona.
Okay.
I've never heard of that place.
How could you name anything Snowflake in Arizona? It's hot as shit there.
I have no idea. I wondered that myself.
Do we have any listeners in Arizona? Because now I'm curious. They got that dry heat. I want to visit.
I'll have to look. I loved Arizona.
I want to go.
Yeah.
I've flown over it. It looks beautiful.
Arizona to me is like, it feels like you're on Mars. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's like the Red Rocks and shit,
Yes,
right?
yeah. I liked Arizona.
I want to go.
Daddy T has a friend who lives in Arizona.
Of course he does.
Yeah, he's got friends all over the place. So,
Well, he's awesome, so he should.
yeah, at one point we're gonna go visit, and I think we're gonna we're gonna rent a car and go driving through the deserts, and we're gonna spend a couple days in Vegas because you guys know I fucking love Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if anybody listens from Arizona, let us know the background of Snowflake, Arizona, because that is a very interesting name considering
Arizona.
Hot there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe it's a higher altitude and it gets chilly.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know.
I'm too lazy to look it up.
So this group of men consisted of Travis Walton, obviously, John Goulette, Steve Pierce, Alan Dallas, foreman and leader of the crew Mike Rogers, Dwayne Smith, and Kenny Peterson. So a crew of 7 men in total. They work the entire day, business as usual, nothing strange or out of the ordinary. They wrap up the day, they're all tired, and they hop into Mike's truck, who again was the foreman. They begin the 30-mile drive back home. It's dark outside at this point. And they see this really bright light shining to the right of them through the trees. And at first, they thought it was, possibly moonlight or headlights from another car. So they go around a curve, and then they're face to face with what one of the members of the group described as a large flying saucer just hovering in the air, not moving, just sitting there stationary.
And all of them saw this?
All of them saw this.
Okay.
They are all understandably very confused.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike stops the car, and before the car is even in park, Travis shoves the door open and starts walking towards this flying saucer. He stops and stares at it, and he's just standing there in awe of what's in front of him.
I would have done the same damn thing.
Yeah, I know you would have.
Take me with you.
The men stated that they then began to hear noises coming from the object, specifically high-pitched buzzing noises, and that the ground began to vibrate. And the vibrations were apparently so strong that Mike said he could feel them through the steering wheel. So his steering wheel was shaking as they were sitting there. Now again, at this point, Travis is still just standing there. He's completely frozen, just staring at this thing. And the other men in the car are freaking out, screaming at him to get his ass back in the car, which is what I would have been doing to you, because you would have gone out to go look at it.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, I'm okay with ghosts. I won't fuck with aliens.
I will.
I won't.
Was that your door? The hell was that?
My door just opened up by itself when I said I'm okay with ghosts.
It's oh, good, great, here I am.
Dude, I just got full body fucking chills.
What door was that?
My front door just opened by itself.
That's never happened.
It was shut.
I'm here minimum once a week. And I heard you shut the door when you came in.
Okay, I'm gonna go shut the door now. I'm leaving this in because that was fucking creepy.
You heard the door open. Ooh, mini EVP. If there is a ghost in here, come talk into one of these lit up pink things that we're talking into. Preferably Christina's.
So anyway.
Maybe it's an alien in there in disguise.
No, I don't. Aliens scare me. They really do.
Because they're smarter than us.
Not only that, but we can't communicate with them.
Well,
maybe they could understand us, but we sure as shit couldn't understand them.
Well, they can put
We're not smart enough.
Telepathy shit in our brain. I want to meet an alien so they can make me smart.
They're not going to make
smarter,
you smart.
Because I'm already smart.
They're not going to make you smart. We don't have those limitations. They can't.
I think that...
we have limitations.
Do we, though? Because we only use a certain percentage of our brain. Maybe they can open that shit up.
Hasn't that been debunked, though?
I don't know.
I thought it was debunked that we only use a certain portion of our brain. I
don't know.
I don't know. I just think that the human brain is very limited in what we can comprehend.
We stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humans as a whole are not intelligent. We're just not.
No, we're not.
It's you know what? It's like that quote in Men in Black that Tommy Lee Jones says. And it's something to the effect of a person is smart or a person is intelligent, but people are stupid.
That's fair.
That's so true.
Yeah, that is true.
And we'll talk about Men in Black a little later because that kind of ties into.
Okay. Can I do the dance?
I mean,
Slide
if you're
with me, just
so
slide with me.
inclined.
Take a walk with me. I'll make your neck work.
Oh my God.
Now freeze.
So back to Travis Walton.
No.
He's just standing there and he's staring at this UFO. And then, according to the men, a very bright blue beam of light emitted from the flying saucer and shot Travis right in the chest.
Oh shit.
So they like zapped him.
Ugh.
This is one of the reasons why I won't fuck with aliens.
But he's alive though.
Yeah, but he's like traumatized for life if this really happened.
If you let
but
it
anyway,
traumatize you.
how could you not be traumatized if you got fucking abducted and taken into fucking outer space?
Well, I don't know that's what happened. I haven't heard the story
Oh
yet.
my God. I'm going to throw my coffee cup at your head.
I'm being annoying today. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
All right, start that whole thing again.
I'm fucking with you.
No, I know. Start that whole thing again though, and take the singing out because that was bad.
Oh,
Or leave it in.
fuck's
I don't
sake.
give a shit either way.
So yeah, this bright beam of blue light comes out of the UFO. It shoots Travis right in the chest. And the men said that it struck him so hard that it knocked him back about 15 feet. So
Yeah,
it like
that's
lifted
traumatizing.
him,
Okay.
right. It lifted him off of the ground and knocked him flat on his back
Ooh.
after he bounced off of the ground. So lifted him up, he bounced off of the ground and then landed flat on his back.
Okay.
It was so bad that the men like immediately thought that he was dead.
I mean, you would expect
Yes. It looked pretty brutal. Instead of helping Travis, Mike took off. They
that. With
left.
everybody in the car.
They left. So the men are speeding away and then Mike realizes like, hey, we just can't leave him back there like that. Like this is pretty fucked up. We got to go back. Verbatim, probably.
That was nice.
Yeah. So Mike stops the truck, turns around, drives back. So they get back to the location where they last saw Travis and also the UFO. They get out of the truck to look for him. And then they see a huge flash and the UFO just zooms off into the sky.
Oh.
So they look for Travis on foot and they're freaking out because they can't find him. He's totally gone. He's just
Ugh.
gone. They search for a while. They find absolutely no trace of Travis. So the next best thing that they think to do is get in the truck, drive to a gas station, and use a payphone to call the police for help. Because remember, back in the day, back in 1975, cell phones weren't a thing. So,
Yeah. Man, they probably sounded crazy as shit.
yeah. So they get on the payphone and they call the sheriff's office, and Deputy Chuck Ellison of the Navajo County Sheriff's Department comes out to meet the men. Immediately, Deputy Ellison is suspecting that the men are under the influence of something.
Well, yeah.
And I mean, that would be my first thought as
Yeah.
well, because
Yeah. You know.
But he said that he could detect no odor of alcohol or marijuana on the men, and they didn't seem like they were fucked up, for lack of a better term.
I
like
mean, mentally they might have been at this point. But.
yeah, they seemed scared, but they didn't seem like drunk or on drugs or anything like
Yeah.
that.
I joke about the trauma thing, but that would be traumatizing for
A little bit.
everyone.
A little bit.
Ugh.
Deputy Ellison then questions the men, starting with Foreman Mike Ellis, who also is the brother of Travis's girlfriend, Dana. So yeah, in addition to Travis dating Mike's sister, they're also best friends. So Mike is understandably like really upset. There's also another familial connection between the men because John Goulet is actually Travis's brother-in-law. So a couple of these men are like literally related to each other. After Deputy Ellison speaks with the men and finds that they're all telling the same exact story, that they saw Travis be attacked from a light beam that was shot out of an unidentified flying object, Deputy Ellison calls in the sheriff, Marlon Gillespie. So Sheriff Gillespie comes out and he immediately starts looking for beer bottles because He's also like, these
drunk as
motherfuckers
shit.
drunk. And he finds nothing. Sheriff Gillespie then tells the men to take him to the spot where they last saw Travis. The men take him back to the spot. There's no sign of Travis. And Sheriff Gillespie also made a note that he didn't see any tire marks, like no skid marks or anything like anybody had like left in a hurry.
Oh, they had skid marks, just not on the ground.
Right. He didn't see any footprints, and he didn't see any marks in the soil that would indicate that a UFO had been hovering over the area. Since it was dark out, the sheriff decided to send everyone home and then have a search party go out the next day to try to find him. The crew goes home to their respective families, and by all accounts, the men were terrified and also traumatized by the incident. Word of the incident spread very quickly, and as you can imagine, people were pretty split. Some believed the men, like all of their families believed them, but many people didn't, rightfully so. Like, I can't say that I would really believe it either, if I'm being perfectly honest. I mean, I like to think that I'm a rather open person, but if you tell me that you saw a beam of light shoot out of a UFO in the sky and hit your friend, and then you leave and go back and dude's just gone, like, I'm going to question that a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and police certainly did as well. So November 6, 1975, as soon as day breaks, the search for Travis Walton begins. And this was a massive search, like 200 people, dogs, helicopters, like they really searched for him.
They're probably thinking that this crew murdered this guy.
That's exactly what some of them were thinking. Or that he had gotten drunk or was on drugs or whatever and just like was wandering in the woods. Like people, I feel like most people were like, a UFO is probably the last thing that happened to him, you know? So they searched, no sign of Travis. Now, despite the families of the crew believing the men's stories, one family that did not believe their story was the family of Travis Walton. They immediately suspected either foul play, like maybe the crew got into a scuffle with Travis and it ended in Travis's murder, or that there was some kind of an accident that the men were trying to cover up. Because remember, like, they worked with chainsaws and shit, you know? But if that happened, then where the fuck is the body? Where's Travis? Like, why is there no blood anywhere? Like, there's no signs of anything. So something ain't right. Trying to figure out what exactly happened, the sheriff's department decided to bring someone in to survey the land with a Geiger counter. And if you're wondering what that is, you're not alone, because I didn't know either. So a Geiger counter, you knew?
I know what it is.
Oh, yeah. A Geiger counter is a device that detects radiation, beta particles, and gamma rays. So if there was some kind of radiation in the area that would have obviously had no reason to be there, this device would pick it up. And to their surprise, the readings on the Geiger counter spiked, which obviously indicates an area of radiation. So right at the spot where the men claimed to have seen the UFO, high levels of radiation were detected. How those levels of radiation got there, that's anyone's guess. By day 2 of this missing persons case, media began to descend onto Snowflake, Arizona. This is the 70s. It's a UFO case. Of course, it's going to get massive media attention. Like, UFOs were huge back then. In addition to the media showing up, some mysterious men in suits and sunglasses also descended on Snowflake, Arizona. There's a reason that we have this image of the men in black in our heads. Like, this was a real thing. People who have experienced alien abductions and UFOs and all that, a lot of people have claimed that these so-called men in black showed up.
I want to be a woman in black. I want to be a part of that team.
A woman in black. I want to be a lady in black.
Lady in black. Just kidding. Take that out. That was not even close. But for reals, I would love to be one of those people.
Yeah, I would as well. But also, if you know too much, you could become a target.
I think that's any government agency.
Right, which is why I would not want to work for the government.
That's fair.
I don't want a target on my back. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I would like to do the alien part, the Men in Black sector, if you will.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome.
As the days passed, people began to really worry about Travis, and suspicions surrounding the 6 men in the crew really started to increase. After conducting interviews, authorities found that one of the crew members, Alan Dallas, not only had a criminal background, but that he and Travis had gotten into a quote-unquote fight in the past. Authorities continued to question the men and really brought up the pressure on the crew, even suggesting that the men all take polygraph tests. And on November 10th, 5 days after Travis had gone missing, the men all took polygraph tests. They were all asked the same questions multiple times, and to the shock of the polygrapher, all of the men passed the polygraph tests. Now, we all know that polygraphs can be manipulated. People can lie and still pass a polygraph.
Yeah.
It's also possible to be telling the truth and fail a polygraph. Polygraphs are not the written word. They're just not.
That's why they're not admissible in court anymore.
Yep. But just to put this scenario into perspective, the odds of the same amount of people being asked the same round of questions and all lying but still passing a polygraph test is 1,000,000 to 1. So
they were telling the truth.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, even the polygrapher believed the men. And I think he went into it thinking like, this is bullshit. But he was pretty shocked when they all passed.
I mean, that's some evidence right there, too.
That, I have a hard time dismissing that. Mm-hmm. I am not a believer in polygraph tests, okay? But to have 6 men take a polygraph, they're all asked the same questions, they all answer the same exact way, and they all passed?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's a lot.
Yeah. So the night after the polygraph test, November 10th, 1975, the phone at Travis's sister's house rings. Her husband, Grant, picks it up, and to his astonishment, it was Travis on the other end. So Grant goes to pick up Travis's brother, Dwayne, and they drive out to Heber, Arizona, which is approximately 30 miles from where Travis was last seen. 30 miles. That's a lot. And when they see Travis, the men are pretty startled. He's clearly malnourished. He ended up, they found that he had lost 10 pounds. And he also has a week's worth of facial hair on his face. So he had like a full beard. Travis was surprised by this because he had absolutely no idea that 5 days had gone by. He thought that he had just been gone for maybe a few hours. So he lost 5 days of his life. Thinking he was gone for a few hours. And I wanted to add something into this. I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast before, but do you remember the time that we went on, you guys can't see her, but she's like vigorously shaking her head. Alicia and I went with a friend on an adventure day, and we always go to like abandoned places, spooky places. We ended up losing 2 hours. And we actually went back. We like checked the times that we texted people. We checked the times on our pictures. We checked the time that it took to like drive from point A to point B. There's 2 hours that we couldn't account for.
Yeah, it was very, very weird because we were late getting home.
We were very late getting home.
Yeah.
And we were like, why the fuck did it take us this long? We don't know. We literally lost 2 hours of our life.
No idea.
So I can see how you'd be like, what the fuck? Because we felt that before.
Yeah.
It's and to lose 5 days of your life, that's a lot.
Could you imagine like coming to and having like being a man, I should say, and having a full beard? I would just have that one hair that grows, but like, you know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
Damn.
Yeah.
I believe him.
So now everyone, including Travis himself, is trying to piece together what happened over these last 5 days. Travis's brother Dwayne reaches out to APRO, which is the Aerial Phenomena Research Organization based out of Tucson, Arizona. And APRO was a UFO research group created in 1952 by a married couple named Jim and Carol Lorenzen. So it's basically a ghost hunting group, but for UFOs. And it's also much more
What?
advanced. Like, they actually had scientists and doctors that would work with them. So, I mean, this wasn't just like a little like podunk group. Like, they were pretty legit.
Are they taking members? Are they taking applications?
Yeah, if you want to move to Arizona.
Done. Sold.
So APRO has Travis come out to a hotel room in Phoenix, Arizona, and they send two of their doctors out to interview and to also examine Travis. And they were able to put together a picture based on Travis's recollection of the events on November 5th, 1975. And this is what Travis remembered. He remembers getting out of the truck and approaching the UFO. He started to hear a low rumbling, almost heartbeat-like vibration, which then turned into a high-pitched vibrating sound. And he said that the sounds got louder as he continued approaching the UFO. He remembers being afraid and at one point realizing that he needed to get away from this object. He then reported feeling a quote-unquote stunning force. And he then remembers waking up lying on the side of the road in Heber, Arizona, having no recollection of what happened, how he had gotten there, and how long he had been gone for. So not very helpful.
No, but at least he remembered who he was
Yes,
at that point.
Yeah. So in an attempt to try to make sense out of the 5 whole ass days that couldn't be accounted for, Travis undergoes regressive hypnosis. And this is actually what was used in the Betty and Barney Hill incident, which we covered in our big alien episode like eons ago. And regressive hypnosis is essentially exactly what it sounds like. You're put under hypnosis in an effort to access repressed memories. Some people swear by hypnosis. Some people think it's bullshit. It's up for interpretation.
I believe it. I believe in all that shit, though.
In the case of Betty and Barney Hill, it helped them recover their blocked memories from their alleged UFO incident. So they figured that this would help Travis as well. Dr. James Harder from APRO is the one to conduct this hypnosis session. And this is what Travis claimed to remember via the session. Travis opens up his eyes and finds himself lying on his back in what he assumes is a hospital. There's a light above him shining down like how you would have like in an operating room.
Yeah.
He remembers something on his chest that is emitting a light. He noticed that there were other people in the room, but at first thought they were doctors with surgical masks on. So he like kind of thought that he had maybe gotten into a car accident and woke up in the hospital. Mm-hmm. As his vision begins to adjust, he can tell that these people hovering over him are not human.
Oh.
Yeah. He describes them as having white skin, no hair, being approximately 5 feet tall, having very large eyes, and small facial features, which is your standard description of what we would all think an alien would look like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Travis said that although the beings did not emote any emotions on their face, mm-hmm. that he felt a threatening presence emitting from them. So he didn't feel like these were just friendly neighborhood aliens. Like, he felt threatened by these beings.
Okay.
He then said that his fight or flight instinct kicked in, and this is crazy, he hopped off of the examination table, grabbed an instrument of some sort off of their table, and then attempted to fight the aliens off with it. So he attempted to fight these aliens. Instead of engaging in a fight with Travis, the aliens just left the room and left Travis completely by himself. In an attempt to get away, Travis finds his way out of the room, and then he was able to explore the ship. He finds a room that's empty, aside from one chair, which he said almost seemed like it was a control room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like to fly the ship.
Correct. Yep.
Oh.
And this chair had like buttons on the side, like high-tech touchscreen buttons.
I would have been touching all the buttons.
He did.
Yes.
He did, yeah. So his thought process was, maybe if I press these buttons, I can open up a door.
And jump out into the solar
because
system.
he thought at this point that he was maybe just like hovering over, and he didn't know how much time had passed. So
makes sense. Yeah.
I don't know. So nothing happens. The buttons do nothing. And he then hears something behind him and he turns to see another figure. But he said that this figure looked like a human, not an alien.
Oh.
And this is really interesting. Thinking that this was a human, Travis tried to speak to the figure, but the figure didn't respond. The figure then grabbed Travis by the arm and led him through another door and through what felt like an aircraft hangar. At the end of the hall, there were more of these human-like figures, but they aren't technically human. They're bigger and taller, and they have just an aura about them that makes them seem human, but you know deep down that they aren't. And this is actually a phenomena that other abductees have described. And there's actually a term for this type of alien, a Nordic alien. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
This is fascinating.
Okay.
And these types of aliens are very different from the traditional gray aliens that we're so used to seeing, like in movies and TV shows and all that. A Nordic alien is almost Scandinavian in appearance. They're very tall. They have light colored hair. They have light blue or green eyes. And they're very ethereal, almost god or goddess-like beings.
Like they glow.
Yeah, they just have like this like otherworldly look to them. Like a perfect looking human. And I did some research into Nordic aliens because before this, I had never heard of them before, and I was fascinated by this.
I'm excited to hear what you found.
Yeah. So, according to some sources, Nordic aliens are said to have originated from Venus and then later from the Pleiades, Pleiades.
I don't know, but you're spelling like me.
Yeah, Pleiades.
So proud.
Pleiades star cluster, particularly the planet Era, ERRA.
This is some Star Wars shit, and
Yes.
I love it.
They are also associated with influencing ancient cultures, and they are known to be very advanced and almost all-knowing. And the lore behind them is really fascinating. Like, some people even believe that Nordic aliens had a hand in ancient Egypt and the creation of the pyramids and Greek mythology, etc. Because, you know, we have all these like mythological creatures that are like godlike and they're beautiful and they're this and they're that.
Yeah.
Where did all that come from?
Aliens.
Right.
Duh.
I mean, now, of course, this is just lore. Like, we obviously can't verify all of this as truth.
Yeah.
But it's still really fucking cool, in my opinion.
I love it.
I would love to be a Nordic alien. And be like this beautiful, like glowing, perfect looking humanoid, like, but all knowing. And isn't that so cool?
Basically a goddess.
Yes. It's like
that's
a Greek god or goddess.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. So these Nordic aliens overpower Travis with a superhuman type strength. So not only are they like beautiful and glowing and all knowing, they're fucking strong. So these are like the coolest beings ever.
I want
to be one.
I want to be one too.
I want to, in my next life, I want to be a Nordic alien. Write that down, universe.
Same.
Mm-hmm. We're going to come back as Nordic aliens.
Sweet. I'm here for it.
All right.
Let's do this.
So they overpower him and they place him on an examination table. They then put a mask over his face, which is kind of like an oxygen mask, like that you would have put on your face, like if you were undergoing surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And then he completely blacks out. After that, the next thing he remembers is waking up outside on the side of the road. That's literally it. So, like, you know, the movie Fire in the Sky, if you've seen it, like, it's this whole big ordeal. And no, that's not the reality of it. The reality of it is he, like, remembered like 15 minutes of his experience.
Yeah.
If that. So obviously this doesn't account for all of the time lost, but it's a start. And that's all they could recover during this hypnosis session. That's literally it. I'm assuming probably because the mask that they put on over his face probably had some kind of like anesthesia or something in it to knock him out.
Does this smell like chloroform?
Yeah, does this towel smell like chloroform to you? And it's interesting because Travis actually went on to say that he thought that maybe the aliens didn't actually take him like as an abduction, but they took him to heal him because they had zapped him with that light beam. Isn't that interesting?
Huh.
So he thinks that maybe they were trying to help him.
It's possible.
Right? I mean, in this story, I feel like anything's fucking possible.
Listen, I like aliens, and in my heart, I want to believe that they're kind.
I do too, but I don't like the fact that they're just taking people. And like, if that's really what's going on, that's kind of a problem. Like, you can't just take people and scare the shit out of them and then dump them off. At least find a way to like telepathically communicate with them. If these beings are so advanced, they need to figure something the fuck out. I said what I said.
I think the only thing that they're curious of, and I only say this from the last alien one, is love. Like, they don't have...
Yeah, they probably can't comprehend fear and trauma.
Love. And
that's a human-based set of emotions. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I see your point with that.
I feel like they are trying to figure out why we do what we do because of emotions that they don't have.
And the sad thing is they'll never understand because they don't have those emotions.
It's true.
So in addition to the hypnosis session, APRO also conducts physical tests on Travis, and they take urine and blood samples for a drug screening, and there's no drugs found in his system. So
yeah,
that eliminated that. Also interesting was the fact that, yes, he was thinner in appearance and he was disheveled and he had lost like 10 pounds. But they said that in their physical examination of him, that these beings were intelligent enough to have like provided him with some kind of nourishment to keep him alive.
For 5 days.
Yep.
Something.
Yeah. Maybe like an IV? I don't know. And in one source, someone, I can't remember if it was a doctor or a police officer, but after the fact, they made a comment that they thought they saw like some kind of injection mark like on his arm.
Oh.
So they thought like maybe he was on drugs. But what if they used that as an IV? I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's interesting, right? And they didn't find any drugs in his system per this APRO drug screening.
Yeah. I'm intrigued.
Now, it's important to note that while Travis's family contacted APRO, they didn't contact law enforcement to let them know that Travis had been found. This is weird to me.
That is very strange.
Like, there's an active missing person search going on for this man, and you don't let the police know that he's been found? I question that.
There's a reason.
Correct. Now, Travis's family has said that they contacted APRO right away and did not contact authorities because they knew that Travis was in a fragile emotional and physical state, and they didn't want to subject him to the scrutiny and questioning that law enforcement undoubtedly would have. I still find this strange. Like, it's not what I would have done.
Yeah, no.
But to each their own, I guess. The interesting thing with this is no one told police officers that he was found, but they did find out. And you want to know how? This is really cool. So, you know how he called from a payphone? It was a collect call. They actually had people dispatching in the 70s. So the woman on the other end, when he said his name, Travis Walton, she knew that he was the missing person that was supposedly abducted by an alien.
Yeah.
So she contacted the police.
Oh, man.
Isn't that weird?
It's so weird. I can't.
This whole story is just like so like, it's out there like outer space. You know what I'm saying?
Genuinely.
Family and friends said that they immediately saw a change in Travis after he returned home to Snowflake, Arizona. They said he was traumatized. He was nervous. He was skittish. He just wasn't the same Travis. And on top of that, Travis was now famous.
Uh-huh.
Everyone wanted to talk to him. Everyone wanted to get interviews with him. And he eventually did start giving interviews. And of course, you put yourself out there like that, you're going to open yourself up for public scrutiny. Like, it's going to happen if you claim that you were abducted by an alien. people are going to question it. It's human nature to question things, or at least it should be. I don't know. Some people don't, but several theories began to come out of the woodwork regarding this being a hoax. One of the most popular theories was that the men were behind on their logging contract, and apparently like the only thing that would get them out of this contract was an act of God. So they orchestrated this whole elaborate alien abduction scheme.
You're welcome.
My issue with that is, would an alien abduction be considered an act of God by the insurance company? I'm going to go ahead and say no. An act of God is like a flood, a storm, a tornado,
lightning, fire,
something that you can't control like that, like that's of this fucking earth.
Yeah.
I really don't think that they'd be like, he was abducted by an alien, we'll give him a pass.
Yeah, that's code 452. Just type that in there.
I don't believe this. Like there's easier ways of getting around the contract issue aside from faking an entire fucking alien abduction.
Yeah.
Some sources have said that Travis watched a movie about the Betty and Barney Hill abduction on TV like a couple of days before this whole alien abduction.
Oh.
And that he had made comments like, what if I got abducted by an alien, like that type of thing.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's basically he said, she said at this point. Like,
yeah, but
yeah.
There's a lot out there. There's a lot now in this story.
Another popular theory is that the men were all on drugs. But I would like to note that, again, drug tests were performed on Travis after he was found. There was no sign of drugs in his system.
Right.
Also, the men being on drugs, that's not going to affect them passing a polygraph test. All of them, right?
I would say no. Especially with the percentage that you threw out.
Mm-hmm. Another theory is that Travis wanted to be famous and make money off of this so-called abduction. And, you know, in all fairness, Travis did become famous from this. And he also got money because at the time, the National Enquirer was offering a reward for like proof of aliens. And they actually gave that reward to Travis, and he split the money with the crew members.
Well, that was kind.
It was kind, yeah. But
seen as shady.
I can see how people would question this. It's very convenient that right around the time that the National Enquirer put out this big money reward, you go missing from an alien abduction. I can see how people will question that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And again, he did become famous from this. Like, as I stated in the beginning, he's listed on IMDb as an actor and a writer. People know who he is. He wrote the first book to ever be written by someone claiming to have been abducted by aliens. So he made a lot of money off of that book. He also was the subject of the Hollywood blockbuster Fire in the Sky, which came out in 1993. He made money off of that. It was a movie deal. Again, I can see why people would question. I personally don't really know what to think about this, but to argue that this is a hoax, I do have questions. Like, where did Travis go for those 5 days? How was he not seen for 5 whole days? How would he have survived in the wilderness like that?
Right.
For 5 days? Why was there a radiation hit at the very spot that the men said they saw the UFO? That's weird. And they said that they would like step back from it and the meter would go back to normal. They would go back to the spot. It would spike again. That's weird to me. I don't know.
That is weird to me. Plus, again, the polygraph test. I keep going back to that.
And that was my next point. Yup. How can 6 men take and pass a polygraph test? That's baffling to me. Also, how did Travis get 30 miles away from the spot that he went missing? Why did he show up all disheveled with
no memory?
Yeah, like it's just, I don't know. And also, to bring up the polygraph test, Travis himself also took a polygraph test and passed. So, I mean, again, I'm not saying that it's impossible to manipulate a lie detector test, but now you got 7 men passing.
That's a lot.
It is. Now, I will say that one of my biggest sources for this episode was the documentary titled Alien Abduction, Travis Walton, which is available to watch on Discovery Plus and also HBO Max. I think it's just Max now. I always still call it HBO Max, though. And several crew members who were present that day, as well as Travis Walton himself, were interviewed for this documentary. And I have to say, I found them pretty credible. Like, I like to say that I have a pretty high detection for bullshit.
You do. I do not. You do.
I don't know. Like, I was stumped. Like, I feel like when you know me, I can normally call people out and be like, they're fucking lying.
Yeah.
I was stumped with this one, I gotta say. I don't know what to believe. Like, and even Travis's girlfriend at the time, Dana, they actually got married, and she did an interview with Travis sitting there, and she starts like hysterically crying. Like, I know people can fake crying, but this didn't seem fake to me.
Yeah. I mean, they're not all trained actors either.
Right. This didn't seem fake to me. I don't know. If these people are all lying, they fucking fooled me. I can tell you that.
Yeah. I don't think they fooled you. I mean, I tend to believe when this many people all saw the same thing.
I'm on the fence, but there's compelling reason to believe. I don't want to say evidence.
Yeah.
But because hypnosis isn't evidence, polygraph tests aren't evidence, you know.
But could it be?
No.
Damn it.
I wouldn't classify that as evidence.
All
Hypnosis and polygraph tests, no.
Yeah, because sometimes the brain can't determine a fake memory from a real memory. Like if you dreamt something, is it real or not?
You can fake hypnosis. You can pass a polygraph test and be lying.
Yeah.
It's been
people have done it.
It's proven. But yeah, I encourage everyone listening to watch that documentary and let us know what you guys think, because I'm curious. Like, I'm curious to know if people think that these individuals are lying or if it's legit. Like, just watch it and let me know if you think that these people are credible.
They are. Spoiler alert.
You haven't even watched it.
Spoiler alert. They are.
So the other biggest piece of media in this case is the movie Fire in the Sky. But again, a lot of creative liberties were taken with that film. So don't watch that movie and take it as word, because it isn't. It's just not. But watch that documentary and also watch the interviews with Travis himself, because through the years, his story really hasn't changed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is he alive? Will he talk to us?
He is still alive.
He will not talk to us.
Probably not. Probably not.
We have nothing to offer, but we're fun.
He did talk to Joe Rogan.
Well, we're not on that level.
No.
That's so cool, though.
I don't know. Like, my logical mind wants to say that this is all bullshit, but also, like, I'm of the mindset that I think it's incredibly naive and ridiculous to think that there are no other intelligent life forms in this entire fucking universe other than us.
That's fair.
And I use the term intelligent lightly because when it comes to humans,
everything is stupid,
especially humans. But there's no way that we are the only other life force out there. There's no fucking way.
1000% not.
I mean, we haven't even explored all of our oceans on this earth. We have no idea what's out there.
Yeah.
None. Yeah. So I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I love aliens. I want them to be real. And I believe their story.
Yeah.
I think it probably did happen. Now, exactly in the way that everybody's saying.
Maybe not.
Maybe not to a T. But again, if they're all saying the same story, that's how they remember it, and nothing has ever budged. Like, there's got to be some kind of truth to that in my mind.
One of the things I can't get past is the radiation thing. That's weird.
That is weird.
In the exact spot that they said there's radiation.
And that's not something that people could, like, place.
No.
You wouldn't just have access to random radiation to, like, spread and sprinkle a little bit in the woods. Right? I mean, that's not
I don't know
feasible.
how I don't know how you could
how you would get your hands on radiation to do something like that. Like, what would you even do?
I don't know.
They're lumberjacks.
I don't know. It's interesting where this happened too in Arizona because that's a hotbed for UFO activity.
It is. I mean, where's Area 51?
But Nevada is very close to Arizona, like to put it into perspective. I mean, like when we went to Vegas, I think it took us like an hour and a half to hit Arizona.
And the temperature grids are pretty similar.
Yes.
Boom.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, now that we got your thoughts on this episode.
I liked it.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
We're going to close this out by doing as promised.
Oh, God.
I have 2 perfumes, okay? And I'm going to go on the website just so I describe them right.
Okay.
You can buy these on Eau de Space.
Ew? Like E-W?
E-A-U.
Oh, okay.
eaudespace.com.
Eau de Space.
Mm-hmm. And the description, this is actually really interesting. Decades ago, NASA designed a fragrance to train astronauts on how outer space actually smells.
Okay.
So this is based on what people have actually smelled in space. And astronauts say that this is like 100% accurate.
Okay.
Okay. There's Eau de Space, which smells like space. Mm-hmm. Okay. And there's Eau de Luna, which is what they would smell if they traveled to the moon.
Okay.
Are you ready to smell these?
No, but yes. I have a serious question.
Absolutely.
After I smell these,
they're going outside in the dumpster.
Do I officially have a job at NASA? Am I now an astronaut?
Yes.
Sweet, I'm in.
What would you like to smell first? Space or the moon?
Dealer's choice. Whichever one you pick out of the bag. Shut your eyes and pick one.
I can't even believe that you can't smell these already.
I smell nothing yet.
All right, I'm going to smell them with you.
Okay. Am I coming over there?
No, I'll bring it over. So these are known to evoke very visceral reactions. Okay.
Okay.
Some people say that it actually has like a familiar type smell to it and it's comforting. Mm-hmm. Some people are absolutely repulsed by the smell.
Okay.
Some people smell it and it makes them think of like before existence, like before they existed, which is very weird.
That is weird.
And a lot of people are just confused by it. And that's how I was. Confused/repulsed. Okay. Now, what I'm going to recommend, because this, for me anyway, you smell something different every time you pull it away and then put it back to your nose.
Great.
You're going to smell, it's like an assault on your brain and your nasal passages. And
okay.
I'm going to say right now, these perfumes are expensive. Okay. They're $49 for a small bottle.
What?
But I didn't buy a small bottle. Okay. I bought testers online from a different website that has little testers. So I only spent like $10 for both of these, which fine, whatever. I would never put these on my body. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now.
Somebody out there that would. That's the problem.
I really don't think there's anyone that would put these on their body.
How are they still in business?
I don't know. I don't know. All right. I'm going to put this.
Should I shut my eyes? I should shut my eyes.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to shut my eyes.
All right. I am pouring.
Put my hood down. Taking my glasses off too. Look at me go.
I'm pouring this on a piece of cotton.
Can I smell it yet?
Oh boy. No,
I'm hiding my nose.
All right. It is on. All right. Here we go.
Okay. There. Okay. Ah!
Oh, it's on my finger.
Oh, God. Okay.
What's your initial reaction to it?
It smells like something familiar, but it's not like a good smell.
I can tell you exactly what it smells like.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get it.
Doesn't it smell different every time you put it to your nose?
Yes.
You get like a different, like...
I've smelled this coming out of my trash can before. Oh. Hold on.
It's very confusing, right?
Oh my God. I know.
Sorry, I just gagged.
It's got a hint of barbecue or smoked paprika.
Mm-mm.
I thought you were smelling it too. Where's yours?
It's on my finger. It got on my finger. Do you want to know what I smell?
Yes.
Urine.
Urine? Maybe that's the familiarity.
Smell it and think of pee.
I mean, that's like a diaper pee. That's like a pee that's been sitting in a diaper. If you're going to go that route.
I know.
All right, I don't want to smell it anymore now that that's in my head.
It smells like pee.
She smells
like bacon.
Yes, that's where I get like the smoked paprika.
It smells like rubbing alcohol.
And old yogurt.
It mainly smells like pee to me. So if you could guess, do you think that would be space or moon?
Space.
Yep, you got it. All right. You want to do moon now? I will say moon is less offensive.
The more I smell it, the less mad I get, though.
Space is the one that a lot of people say reminds them of like before their existence and they can't explain why. Like they've smelled it before, but they haven't smelled it like in this realm.
They've smelled it in their diaper when they were a baby. That's where they smelled it.
It smells like
a diaper pee.
To me, it smells like pee.
Concentrated diaper pee.
Yes.
Okay. Can I put it on my plate? Am I done?
Yes, you're done.
Thank you.
All right. So now we're going to do the moon.
My eyes just went cross from that.
I told you. Oh, okay. It is.
Okay.
It's less offensive, but it's still offensive, if that makes sense. This one, I feel like the space one's more complex. This one, I know exactly what you're going to say it smells like immediately.
Are people just pissing into perfume bottles and selling it as space?
Probably. All right. Here you go.
Okay. I'm going to watch as you hand it to me this time. I know exactly what
you're going to say that smells like.
Okay, I'm shutting my eyes. Here I go. Did you already smell it? You're sniffing it. Okay, shut my eyes. I don't know. Hold on. Moon cheese. I still smell the paprika. I don't know.
Bacon and gasoline.
Okay. See, to you it's bacon. To me it's smoked paprika. Like it's that smoky scent.
It is smoky.
They're cooking bacon in space?
Yep, apparently. This smells more meaty to me, so it's not as offensive. Like this just smells to me like it smells like you're roasting a pig, like a pig roast or bacon or ham or something.
I feel like this is what the farmer's market smells like at the end of the day after everyone leaves.
I can't smell anymore. I'm going to throw up. You know I'm so sensitive to... I gotta... Hold on.
Go outside for a second.
No, I'm okay. I'm so sensitive to smells, and these really fucking bother me. I don't like them.
I mean, it's weird to me that they both have that
smoked
paprika, smoky bacon scent.
I know.
Weird.
What's going on in space that it smells like that?
What's going on Earth that we can recreate that scent? Nah, that didn't make sense.
Oh, God.
Go wash your hands. You smell like a diaper. Is it on mine?
All right. Well,
no. Oh, God, it is.
I know.
I got the Mars. No.
I can tell you this, though. You will never forget that scent. You'll never forget it.
No. She's sniffing the bag. Stop smelling it if you're going to be sick. You nasty.
All right, I got to go wash my hands. Thank you guys for listening. I will link the website below in our show notes if you are so inclined to smell like ass, aka space, or the moon.
Dirty diaper.
It smells like piss to me. I don't know.
It's in my nose now. You're right. I'm not going to forget that. I can't get it out of my nose. It's stuck there.
It's one of those scents that I can literally feel in my brain. It goes up to my fucking brain. I would say to order testers of these guys. I'm going to try to find the website that I ordered the testers from.
I would say don't. Just take our word for it.
No, because when people listen to this, they're going to want to smell it. I promise you. Because I went down the rabbit hole on TikTok and I was like, that's how I found out about this. And I was like, I got to smell these.
So, question. I don't want to touch my glasses. Can we, guys, we have an affiliate link now for Amazon, which is super exciting for us because
we got monetized too.
Yes. Oh my gosh. We got our first AdSense.
Yes.
Guys.
We got monetized.
Yay!
Yeah. So to everyone that doubted us, suck my non-existent penis. We got monetized.
Yay!
Go fuck yourself.
I mean,
we're doing things.
We haven't made a lot of money, but it's
a start.
Listen, every penny counts.
What's your thing?
Every 24
Rome wasn't
cents.
built in a day? Is that what you always tell me?
I always tell you, Rome was not built in a day, girl. It takes time.
You got to make $1 before you make a mill. Holla.
Ain't no stopping me.
Yeah.
Copywritten, so don't copy me.
What were you saying about the affiliate? You got to wrap this up because I got to wash my hands.
Oh.
You got to wrap this up.
We have an affiliate link for Amazon now. So we will be posting Christina's favorite things, my favorite things, little by little. We've made lists. Sorry in advance. Get ready. Also, I was going to ask you, can we find these nasty ass scents on there? And
maybe. I don't know.
Link them. All right. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, I got to fucking wash my hands. See you next Tuesday. Don't be one. Bye.
Don't be one.
Hey, come here for a minute. What does this smell like?
So loud.
Here. What do you think it smelled like?
It smells raw and like expired bacon.
It smells raw and expired bacon.
She got that smoky stuff
Good job.
too.
Good job. High five.
Good job. You're the best.